small homework for you. You must by heart all these things in our day-to-day life. While solving the problems, different situations, you must know the values. So you have to by heart. So I request all of you, please note it down and by heart and apply them in your when you are doing your PDF. Okay, multiples and submultiples. In this topic, we are going to discuss about the physical quantities. Generally, we have fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Generally, we divide broadly into fundamental quantities and then derived quantities. And coming to the fundamental quantities, we have length, one of the fundamental quantity, most important, mass, time. These are the fundamental quantities. And coming to the SI system, still we have some more. We have current, we have the luminous intensity of light, we have the angle. In that way, we have some more quantities, temperature. In that way, we have some more quantities. Okay, we are not discussing about anything, but now we are discussing about, in terms of length, first we want to discuss about length, which is one of the very important fundamental quantity. From length, we derive many quantities. See, if you want speed, distance by time, velocity or speed, acceleration, again this rate of change of velocity. You want many things. Length is important to derive that particular equation. So that's the reason why this fundamental quantity is one of the very important thing which every one of us minimum should have some knowledge. And when we are using this, for example, here we should have some common sense. For example, you are finding out the length of the room. We use the length of the room, we don't go for kilometers. We measure in terms of centimeters or meters, like that. Or in terms of feet, still we didn't give here, but we use such kind of units. For example, we want to find out the thickness of the paper. Thickness of the paper we don't find out in meters, but we go for millimeters. We go for a smaller unit. So what kind of unit you are going to use depends on the situation. For example, you want to find out the distance between your place to Hyderabad, a long distance, you want measured in centimeters. Definitely you go for kilometers. So you have to use your common sense of when to use, what to use at what time, depending on the situation. So my dear friends, now please type, we generally have different systems of measurement. Means what? Previously, when this, today we are having a common platform. The whole world is a small village. Today, whatever the fundamental quantities what we use in our country, the same quantities are used in every country. Every country. CGS system. CGS system stands for centimeter, gram and second. Length is centimeter, measurement of mass in grams, time in seconds. We call it as CGS system. MK system means meter, kilogram and second. We call it as MK system. System International, SI system, we have some more quantities there. 7 fundamental quantities we discussed. FPS, foot, pound and second. So the distance is measured in foot, pounds, the weight or mass is measured in pounds and time is measured in seconds. So in that way, we have different standard systems. When we solve any problem or when we do anything, we either take completely all the units into CGS system, we either do in MK system or do in any one system. We don't take one quantity in CGS system and one quantity in MK system and keep solving the problem. No. First we have to take everything into one system. Then we will go for solving a problem. This is very important. So my dear friends, here we are discussing about some multiples and submultiples. Already we know the standard thing, that is 1 meter. 1 meter. All of you know what is 1 meter. My dear friends, here you must, today I request all of you, take 1 meter. Take 1 meter distance. Just by seeing a particular length, you must be in a position to say that this may be 5 meters, this may be 2 meters, maybe 3 meters or 3.5 have meters. Estimation is also important. In estimation there is no accuracy, but one must know even estimation also. Estimation is not accurate, but we are able to estimate it. That's very important. That comes with practice. So you know the standard, that is 1 meter. 1 meter means 100 centimeters is 1 meter. So my dear friends, 1 decameter is 10 to the power of 1 meter. Means 10 meters is called 1 decameter. 10 meters is called 1 decameter. You please should by heart it. Write and by heart it. 1 hectometer means 10 to the power of 2 meters. 10 to the power of 2 means 100. See, power is nothing but 10 to the power of 2. 10 to the power of 2 means, see, number of zeros must be equal to 2. Means 1, 2, 2 zeros. Means 100. So 100 meters is equal to 1 hectometer. Similarly, 1 kilometer. Kilo stands for 10 to the power of 3. Kilo stands for 10 to the power of 3. So my dear friends, 10 to the power of 3 is nothing but 1 followed by 3 zeros, 1000. So 10 to the power of 3 means 1000. So 1 kilometer means 1000 meters. So in 1 kilometer, 1000 meters are there in 1 kilometer. Now 10 to the power of 1 megameter. Mega. It is not only for kilo. These terms are not only for this meter. This kilogram. If you go for mass, you can use gram. 1 kilogram, 1 decagram, 1 hectogram, 1. You can use even for second also. 1 megasecond, 1 kilosecond, 1 decasecond, 1 millisecond, 1 centisecond, 1 decasecond. Anything, you can use anything, not only meter. You can change anything. You can use any quantity. Okay, good. Now mega stands for 10 to the power of 6. You must please remember this by heart it. Mega. How many megawatts of power is generated in a thermal power station? Generally, that huge amount we measure in terms of mega. Mega stands for 10 to the power of 6. 1 followed by 6 zeros, I will not tell you. 1 followed by 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Units, tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. 1 million is nothing but 1 mega. Mega means nothing but 1 million. Okay, in Indian system, let us calculate, but let us count in Indian system. Units, tens, 100,000, 10,000. Okay, 10 lakhs. So 10 lakhs is nothing but 1 mega. So my dear friends, you must be in a position to measure in international and also Indian system. Yes, the commas will change. You already know it. I will not discuss much about it. 1 gigameter. Giga stands for 10 to the power of plus 9. You must remember. Giga stands for 10 to the power of plus 9. Today, that is the Tesla. Elon Musk have given, we are having a gigafactory, that is lithium ion gigafactory is being constructed. Lithium ion battery, which is used for storing the solar energy, there we are using a giga. Giga stands for 10 to the power of plus 3. All of you should know about the Elon Musk lithium ion gigafactory. You must know about it, because today the solar energy is coming into picture today. It is a clean energy. It's a renewable source of energy, and to store it, today we are using the lithium ion batteries. And Mr. what is his name? Sir, what is his name? Elon Musk. I already just discussed now. Elon Musk is constructing, have already constructed the gigafactory. Just go through it and just try to know it. So giga stands for 10 to the power of plus 9. It's a very huge unit. Next is tera. Tera stands for 10 to the power of plus 12. It's a big unit, huge unit. So my dear friends, these are the multiples of meter. Now we are discussing about the sub-multiples. There are very small quantities. 1 decimeter is 10 to the power of minus 1 meter. See, power minus 1 means 1 by 10. 1 by 10, my dear friends. 1 by 10. 1 by 10 means 10 to the power of 1. this 1 comes to the numerator, the power becomes minus 1. So this is 1 decimeter. 1 centimeter means 1 by 10 to the power of 2 meters. This 10 to the power of 2 comes to the numerator, it becomes 10 to the power of minus 2. What is the meaning of it? What is the practical physical meaning of it? What is the meaning of 1 by 10? If you take 10 parts, 1 part out of 10 parts is called 1 by 10. That's the meaning of it. What is the meaning of 1 by 10 to the power of 2? Means 1 by 100. Means 1 part out of 100 parts is called, that is the meaning of it. That's the real meaning of it. I think you better have understood. What is the meaning of it? Now 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. Or you can even write 1 by 10 to the power of 3 meters. This 3 when it goes to the numerator becomes minus 3. Means 1 by 1000. It is nothing but 1 by 1000. See, 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros are there. That's it. Means 1 part out of 1000 parts. If you divide the meter into 1000 parts, 1 part is 1 millimeter. So that is the meaning of it. I think you are understanding the value. Okay, now next one, micrometer. Micro is a very small quantity. 10 to the power of minus 6. 10 to the power of minus 6 micrometers. Generally, the wavelengths of very small, the wavelengths of, for example, X-rays, the wavelengths of ultraviolet radiations, those quantities are very small. We use micrometers, we use nanometers, we use picometers in finding out the wavelengths because the values are very small. We use those quantities there. So in that way, 10 to the power of 9, 10 to the power of minus 9 stands for nanometer. Today we are having nanotechnology. Nano means 10 to the power of minus 9. Means 1 meter is divided into very many parts. 1 followed by 9 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 part out of this. You want me to measure? You want me to count in the international system? Units, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 billion, million, billion. See, there is a billion here. 1 out of 1 billion. Nano means if you divide the meter into 1 billion part, 1 part out of 1 billion is 1 nanometer. So I think you understood the meaning of it. 1 picometer. Pico stands for 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. Means 10 to the power of minus 12 means I will not tell you 1 by 10 to the power of 12 meters. Very small quantity. We generally use when we are seeing the spectroscopy, finding out the wavelength of the cosmic and weighing the size of the atom. The very small things. There we use 1 picometer. So, my dear friends, this table, this multiples and submultiples, I request all the students, please by heart them, practice them and do the problems. And you must even know conversions from one unit to the other. From one, how many conversion from kilometer to centimeter, conversion from deci to deca, deca to deci, mega to milli, milli to giga, giga to... You must be in a position to convert from one to the other. That also you can just go with practice. Let us see some of the applications. Let us convert the multiples and submultiples. Now madam will be reading out the questions. There is a competition between you and me. We will see who are going to solve it first. You also have a sit ready with the pen and the book. Let us see who is going to win. Listen to the problem and do before I... madam, please.
1 micrometer is equal to dash millimeter.
1 micrometer is equal to dash
millimeter.
Now, madam has given me a task that I must now convert micrometer into millimeter. So, my dear friends, here micro stands for 10 to the power of minus 6. So, 1 micrometer is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 6. And this minus 6 I can write it as minus 3, 10 to the power of minus 3. See, my dear friends, when the bases are equal, powers can be added. So, minus 3 and minus 3 is minus 6. Just for my convenience, I have written minus 6 as minus 3 and minus 3. Why did I write like that? Because milli means 10 to the power of minus 3. I want to write it as a millimeter. That is the reason why I have taken like this. So my dear friends, that is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3. In the place of 10 to the power of minus 3, I am replacing with a milli. Because milli is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 3. So madam, the answer is 1 micrometer is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 millimeters. How many students have solved before me? You are very good. Let us give a clap for you. Okay, madam, next question.
1 megameter is equal to dash kilometer.
1
Mega.
next, get ready my dear friends. 1 mega
Meter
meter is equal to
dash kilometer.
dash kilometer. Now madam is asking me to convert a megameter into kilometer. I am not rubbing. I am not trying to rub it out without any confusion with writing this. So some students will be finishing the problem by the time I rub the board. I know. So mega means nothing but 1 megameter is nothing but mega stands for 10 to the power of 6. So that is equal to madam is now asking me how many kilometers. Is equal to how many kilometers. You already know that kilo means 10 to the power of plus 3. So now I am writing this as, for my convenience, I am writing this 6 as 3 plus 3, 6. So my dear friends, now that is in the place of 10 to the power of 3, I am replacing with kilometer. Kilo stands for 10 to the power of 3. So in the place of 10 to the power of 3, I am replacing with kilo, K. So the answer is 1 megameter is equal to 10 to the power of 3 kilometers, or 10 to the power of 3 you can even write it as 1000 kilometers. So I think how many of you have done before me? They are very good. Give a clap for them. Thank you. Good competition. Madam, next question.
1 nanometer is equal to dash centimeter.
1 nanometer is equal to dash centimeter. Now, madam has given this question. 1 nanometer is equal to dash centimeter. Okay. Nano stands for, I request all the students, competition with me. You are in competition with me, I know. By the time I rub the board, you will be running, your pen is running on the paper. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power of minus 9. Nano stands for 10 to the power of minus 9. But madam asked me for centimeter. Centimeter is 10 to the power of minus 2. So minus 9 I can write as 10 to the power of minus 7 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Minus 7 minus 2 is nothing but minus 9. So that is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7. In the place of 10 to the power of minus 2, I am replacing with centi. So madam, the answer is 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7 centimeter, or 1 by 10 to the power of 7 centimeter. Anyway, you can give the answer. So my dear friends, you shouldn't put a full stop after centimeter. So I think the answer is finished. How many of you have won the game? Come on. Good. Next, madam.
1 centimeter is equal to dash picometer.
Oh, 1 centimeter is equal to dash picometer. Madam has begun a big question. Pico stands for 10 to the power of minus 12. Centi stands for 10 to the power of minus 2. Now, my dear friends, pico is a very small unit. Okay. 1 centimeter is equal to nothing but 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. So I want pico. So I want pico means 10 to the power of minus 12. I want this. So I want this 10 to the power of minus 12 because in the place of 10 to the power of minus 12 I can replace with p. So when I am writing here 10 to the power of minus 12, to get minus 2 I have to take 10 to the power of 10. Because 10 minus 12 is minus 2. That's the reason why I have taken 10. Okay. So this minus 2 I am writing as 10 minus 12. I think you might have understood. So 10 to the power of 10 picometers. So in the place of 10 to the power of minus 12 I am just replacing with pico. So the answer is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power of 10 picometers. me. Very good. It's a clap for you. Good. Madam, next question please. Now I think you are understanding. Yes, madam, next.
1 terameter is equal to dash megameter.
1 terameter is equal to dash megameter. So my dear friends, madam has given a question like 1 tera stands for 10 to the power of plus 12. So that is equal to mega stands for plus 6. So I am writing this as 6 plus 6. 10 to the power of 6 into 10 to the power of 6 meters. 6 plus 6 is 12. In the next step, in the place of 10 to the power of 6, I can replace it with mega. So 10 to the power of 6 megameter. So 1 terameter is equal to dash megameter, that is 10 to the power of 6 megameter, or otherwise 1 followed by 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 6 zeros, megameter, international. So 1000 million, 1 million. 1 million megameter. 1 terameter is equal to 1 million megameter. Madam, how many of you have done this problem before me? Very good children, you are very good. Clap for you. Next madam.
1 gigameter is equal to dash hectometer.
1 gigameter is equal to dash hectometer. Giga stands for 10 to the power of plus 9. Gigameter is nothing but and hecto stands for plus 2. So I can write it as plus 7 into 10 to the power of plus 2 meter. So that is equal to 10 to the power of 7 hectometer. In the place of 10 to the power of 2, I am replacing with head. So the answer is 10 to the power of plus 7 hectometers. So that is equal to 1 followed by 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hectometers. 10 million hectometers. So the student who have done before me, wonderful, very good. You are really good. I appreciate all of them. Congratulations. And the rest of the students who are trying to follow, very good. You are very, very good. Because you are trying to follow. Madam, next question please.
1 kilometer is equal to dash decimeter.
1 kilometer is equal to dash decimeter. Okay. Kilo stands for 10 to the power of 3 meters. So my dear friends, 1 kilometer is nothing but equal to 10 to the power of 3 kilometers. Kilo stands for 10 to the power of 3. But I want deci. Deci means I want 10 power minus 1. I want 10 power minus 1. So if I put 10 power minus 1, I have to take 10 power plus 4 here. 4 plus 4 and minus 1 is plus 3. So this plus 3 I am writing as plus 4 and minus 1. 10 raised to the power. So that is equal to 10 to the power of 4 decimeter. Now in the place of 10 power minus 1, I can write it as replace it decimeter. So 1 kilometer is equal to 10 to the power of 4 decimeter. I think some children might have done before me. Good, good. This is a clap for you. You are very good. Yes, madam. Finished? In that way, I think madam finished. In that way, my dear friends, you prepare at least 20 questions. Your own questions. You be the author of the question. And you solve the question. When you are solving the question, you just have a competition with your mother or with your brother or sister. Have a competition. And just you become the author of preparing at least 10 or 20 questions. And you try to solve. You will understand how to solve. Thank you for listening. Thank you.